Redox, spontaneous redox reaction. So predict the most likely redox reaction when chromium is placed into aqueous zinc sulfate. So there are 5 steps to these questions. The first one is to identify all the species. So when chromium, Cr, is placed, so chromium solid, I believe, because it is not in a solution. So chromium is placed into aqueous. So aqueous meaning that we have Zn2 plus, sulfate, SO4 2 minus. And then aqueous meaning that there's water. And I believe these will be the species. Number 1, done. Number 2, label OA and RA. So going to the table, I will not go back and forth, but you guys can take a look. Cr is Ra, Zn is Zn2 plus, OA, and then SO4 is OA with water, and water can be both OA or RA because I can see it on both the left and the right side. And that's number 2, step 2. Step 3, identify SRA and SOA. So the SRA would be the one that is towards the N. So towards the N in the right side. So that's copper, right? So between, sorry, not copper, chromium. Between chromium and water, I see R and RA. Chromium is the SRA. And for zinc, we're looking at zinc, sulfate, and water. And zinc would win in this situation. So we're good with number 3. Number 4, then we can write down the half reaction. So what I do, I'll just copy down from what I see on a chart, or you can just use common sense and write it down yourself. It's up to you. So Zn2 plus 2 electrons, that would give us Zn solid. And that is our reduction. Okay, SOA, right? SOA, oxidation agent, would be reduction. And SRA, that is oxidation. And that would give us Cr, solid, going to Cr2 plus, 2 electrons. And now we can write out the net ionic equation. So the 2 electrons and 2 electrons, they're balanced, so they're gone. Well, they're the same, so I don't need to find the common factors. And then I'll just write it down now. Zinc plus Cr, chromium gives us the solid component and the Cr2 plus aqueous. And we're done.